Hello? We are streaming.
Yes,
They
we
can now
are.
hear you.
Oh God.
Yeah, let's see. Yes, it picked the right monitor to stream. There we go. My webcam isn't
Cool.
up. It never is. There we go. There it is. No, this is bad. Let's go back over here. Camera adjustments. Is this something I should have done in the setup? Yeah. Anyway, there we go. So, today, all lovely viewer, we are going to be drawing randomly generated superheroes based on randomly generated superpowers. Since me and Locke are fans of superheroes, I think this was a great fit. So without any further ado, let's begin. And I'll begin with our guess prompt. Astral vision.
Astral vision.
Yes. So you can
Wow.
write the prompt under your name so people know what you're gonna do. And then I have morphing bone armor.
Wow. Astral vision. Well,
Morphing bone armor. That's just the dude from Naruto.
true.
I don't know. Have you read slash watched Naruto?
I've watched everything.
Yeah, the bone guy
Um.
that gets owned by Gara.
Yeah. Yes. I don't remember any names besides my favorite boy, who was Neji.
Oh,
And he died. It's so typical.
he was the only one
Every
that died.
yes. Like what the hell?
Because the creator of Naruto did not believe in his own message and killed off one of the characters that was supposed to represent it. But I'm not getting into that. I'm not.
I am so pissed. Like, why the fuck Neji? Of all people, couldn't he have killed Sasuke?
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say, couldn't they have killed Sasuke?
I fucking hate Sasuke.
He's supposed to
I'm
be
like,
hated, or he's not supposed to be hated, but like he's supposed to be hated.
the fun part is that like, most people like, oh, when you're a girl, because apparently I'm a girl.
Yeah.
But when you're a girl, aren't you supposed to like super like Sasuke? And I'm like, no, he's so annoying. He is so annoying. Every time he's on screen, I'm like, ugh,
The despise
why?
for Sasuke transcends gender. He's just
Oh,
despicable.
I mean, if he's transgender, I would like him so much more.
Now what I'm saying is that
Astral vision.
the people that hate him, it doesn't matter their gender. Like
Yeah. Oh yeah.
he just sucks.
No, I need to do a. It's just when astral vision, when it's a vision, I'm tempted to just draw a face and nothing else. But we are gonna draw a whole fucking character here. Maybe I need to be less. Less. Less is more. Yes. Oh damn. Astral vision. Like I'm. It's a really tough one. I
Like
think.
what is that? Like is it just that they can see like beyond the stars? Is it like a bit like abstract? Like um, like they can look into the future or something?
Yeah. See, that's my problem as well because there is already a Oh, I'm gonna name drop someone. If hold on a second. Hold your horses, people. Um, I'm pretty sure it is Lola on Instagram. I'm gonna find the actual name.
Yeah, I was about to say there's probably a lot of Lolas.
Yes. Just gonna make a quick run through their Instagram profile to see if it is in fact them. Wow, it's been a while since you drew this person, if I am correct. I am not correct. I have a couple of people on Instagram where they have similar drawing style,
Yeah,
and I always fuck up in them. I always think everybody is Lola. um, but I'm gonna be inspired by Lola's way of um, drawing because I fucking love. Oh my god, the way they push anatomy is absolutely gorgeous. So I'm gonna push the anatomy a bit. I'm gonna use them while I still have them on. Also, go check out Lola, which is named Funny Lunetta dot art. The way they push anatomy, both in the face and in the body, um, is so fucking good. Like they can make it look natural, even though it's like a severe push they do. For example, what I did to the rib cage, like it's extremely broad compared to the pelvis and the stomach area.
yeah. I was about to pull it up on stream, but I see what's almost a naked character. Let's take some other card. Twitch would not approve, I know that much.
I have no idea what kind of pose I'm doing right now, but I'm doing a man. Maybe I should do. No, I'm done. I'm gonna do a man because I cannot draw a girl for the life of me.
Yeah, girls suck.
I don't know, man. Once
Here we
upon a
have one.
time, I could only draw
Here's a
girls,
cool
and
piece
now
they
I can
did.
only draw men.
I don't know. I feel like I've never been able to draw any of them like any of them better than the other. I'm just in a constant state of mediocrity.
No, this is not working. I'm gonna make them. Well, um, I'm gonna completely ruin my pose once more. I'm gonna do it over.
As you do.
Yes. I'm still gonna try and do the way they push body structure. How do they do that? Looks so natural, so pretty. I'm gonna draw some clothes on it. I promise.
Yeah, it's totally fine. Oh, speaking of superheroes and stuff, have you watched the new Spider-Man?
I have. I watched it yesterday. So
Hell
it's
yeah.
very new in my memory. Uh, I'm guessing you have as well now that you said it.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of the previous, except Tobey Maguire. I have not seen any of the previous Spider-Man movies.
Ooh,
Uh,
wow.
but my friends and I didn't want to watch this one for that reason. But my friends were very aggressive that I watch it with them, so I did. Uh, and I do not regret it. I think it was really, really good. I liked it. Your silence tells me you have another opinion.
No, I am very happy that you actually enjoyed it. Um, I have watched all Spider-Man movies. That said, I think I was too young to I was too young to really appreciate the humor and the way that they made the Tobey Maguire, the first Spider-Man movies.
Yeah,
Um, Also, I'm a bit of a romantic, just a tiny bit,
just
tiny
a
tiny bit.
tiny, just a
Yes,
little bit.
just a tiny bit of a romantic. So the way that they pushed the characters' personalities was not funny to me. I found it unnecessary. Um, so I really disliked the Tobey Maguire movies for a very long time, but I am very much wanting to watch it again
Yeah.
now that I'm older because I feel like I might actually enjoy
I mean, I
the
haven't watched
movies
them
now.
since I think I binged them when I was once when I was like 14, but that was the last time I watched them. Uh,
Yeah.
I don't know from all the clips I've seen and stuff, I'm not sure it has aged well. Like I feel like it's very much like a
No.
product of the early 2000s, which is totally fine. Um, when I say don't hasn't aged well, it doesn't mean I don't mean that there's anything offensive in it. I just mean that it's very goofy, uh,
Yes,
even for its time.
I agree. Whoops. It was very goofy even for its time, and that's what I mean with I don't know if I um like I didn't know how to enjoy the humor per se, like, appreciate it,
Yeah,
which is why I really want to rewatch it with the right people. Um, oh, let's see. I feel like I buffed this person up a little bit too much. Even though it is a superhero and most superheroes are buff. I
yeah.
love drawing twinks. I love drawing small petite people with no muscle whatsoever. And I feel like astral vision. Astral vision would be a superpower where you're not like jacked out
You're not a
and you're
fighter. Yeah,
yeah. Um Actually, these hands are wrong. I am gonna explain why I'm. Wow, this is crooked. I am gonna explain to people that, hello, my name's Lark. I am doing a classical drawing um, course, yes. Um, so, never mind. um, that that was actually where me and Jacob met each other for the first time
Jacob.
back in 2019, where Corona wasn't a thing.
Who's Jacob?
Joachim, what the heck? I've done that before. I do that all the time. Um, Joachim, wow, and your name is right there, and I know you so well.
Do you though? What
I
color are
do.
my eyes?
Brown.
Damn, it checks out.
um, so right now I am super into posing and getting the pose right. Um, and I am not able to draw at all because I've been drawing classical and doing stuff where you don't push anatomy at all. You draw the anatomy that you have in front of you. I'm gonna loosen up a bit on my own. Like I have really big expectations for my own drawings right now, and it looks like crap. So I think I'm just gonna fuck the anatomy, fuck trying to look like some amazing artist right now because I can't. I can't be that artist. Not now. um, and we're just gonna work on the pose. Work on this astral vision guy. What did you think about the new Spider-Man movie?
Yeah,
We kind of went
I
away from
really
it.
liked it. Like as someone who doesn't know like what's up with Tom Holland, um, like his story beats and stuff.
Mhm.
Um, I couldn't really relate to the emotional things that was happening to him and like his motivations all that much. Um, oh wait, hold on. It's gonna make a weird S right there. But I still like think it went well enough. Like I definitely like when I don't know if I want to spoil or not, but like when the thing happened uh in the apartment building, uh
Yes.
yeah, I was like I like I'm sad because he's sad and so like messed up. Uh
Mhm.
but like I can't relate to his sorrow. uh
No.
um like I was more hit when they found him later all beat up sitting on the
Rooftop.
school. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
uh
oh my god. That is something I will talk about though, and I'm gonna maybe spoil, maybe not
yeah,
spoil. I don't care.
like for
Uh,
people here, like you will now when we're talking about the Spider-Man movie, you are in risk of being spoiled. Like we will try our best
yes.
to like at least warn you, but you are always in danger.
Yes.
In
And I'm
general,
gonna
but
say
also getting spoiled now. Yeah.
yes. It's not an actual spoiler per se, but the guy's Tom Holland Spider-Man has disappeared, and they're trying to find him. And one of the other Spider-Man says, "Does he have a place where he goes when he's sad?"
Yeah.
And then they talk about the different places that they had.
Yeah.
Like mine was Empire State Building. The view is the best, and stuff like that. So it's a little bit humoristic, ha ha ha. But then MJ is like, "Oh yeah, I know exactly where he is." Um, and then the fucking boy, like of the place he goes when he is sad, he goes to his high school to sit on the rooftop of
Well,
his high
people
school.
are sad in high school.
Yes, but it's just like the others were like Empire State Building and other places with like a great view that has been used throughout the other movies where they would go, as far as I remember.
Yeah.
And then Tom Holland goes to his high school because you see him being there earlier on in this movie.
Hmm.
He could have gone anywhere. You could just have made up a place that was like super cool. But no, we saw him being on the rooftop earlier in this movie. So we're gonna make the rooftop of his high school being this spot he goes. And they are trying to show a view when he sits there and being sad. I should draw while I talk and not just look out into
It's
the
hard.
yes. um, they try to give it a view, like the school having a view, but there is nothing really. Um, so it's really hard to. For me, I was just like, oh wow, what a place to go, high school. Um, so because I was thinking you would go to a place where you have some sort of connection, some place that really makes you feel safe and secure and gives you happy memories if you're sad. Like you would go to a place that actually makes you feel good. But he went to fucking high school. I would have think maybe thought. I would have thought maybe Stark Tower
Hmm.
because that's a part of the universe.
Yeah.
And he had uh, a great relationship with Tony Scott Stark, like a father figure. So I would have thought maybe going there would have made more sense.
Hmm.
But no,
Yeah.
we went with school.
I'm not sure I would agree. Like when you're sad, you want to go to a place that makes you happy. Like when I'm sad, I usually want to go to a place to be sad to get it out.
True. But do you go to a place where you feel unsafe
Uh,
or where you
no,
have a lot of bad memories?
I mean, like, I guess not. I would just want to be somewhere alone. Probably for my, like, he didn't have one. Okay, maybe that was a spoiler. Sorry, Chad. Uh, but I would probably go to my room. Would be my first thing, I think. Or just like walk around
Yeah,
the park or something. Um,
definitely an opportunity. But yeah, I would say it was a great movie, and I have
yeah,
watched the other Spider-Mans again. Didn't get the Tobey Maguire ones, so for me, the big Spider-Man movies were Andrew Garfield, which a lot of people hate on.
yeah.
There was
That's
a lot
so
of people,
interesting because that's the one I hear everyone hates.
yes. Um, but I actually think me and my girlfriend agreed on Andrew Garfield being the good Spider-Man movies, but I have rewatched the first Amazing Spider-Man movie not too long ago,
Yeah,
and I was surprised how little I liked it. Now that I know Tom Holland, and I really like him, like the way that they made him as a character.
yeah.
Um, I really feel like he is a believable high school student. Um, so even though Andrew Garfield was my favorite, um, I now feel very strongly about Tom Holland. So
Uh, yeah, I should not go off on drawing a character like this. We should go through a couple of more characters, but I just made this one so detailed.
well, I didn't really draw anything yet, so I understand why you're like still stuck on yours. I feel like okay, we're gonna suit this boy up a little bit. We're gonna take a dark blue,
Ah,
and we're gonna
because these aren't really supposed to be like even complicated. They're just supposed to like show a concept of a character, and then we move on to the next one. I think we used to have
yeah.
like a we didn't even have a like a timer or anything, but we just said spend about 10 minutes, 15 minutes on each thing. But then we just stopped. We just drew, and we like never ever held up to that. Ugh,
I am gonna be inspired by a drawing glove and say that this boy has like a drawing glove on his fingers because that looks epic.
it looks epic.
And he has like a midnight blue uh uniform. I'm actually gonna. Is that cool? That could be cool.
It could be cool.
I'm really gonna fuck this shit up and be like, yes, you want concept? I'm gonna give you concept. He has a swirl of midnight blue going around his body,
Oh,
down one leg. Um, it's still a full-on suit. He's gonna be platinum blonde. But here I need to again because I have this artist, um, which is not Lola, but somebody else. um, uh, because they have a character who has these starry night eyes, where it looks like the night sky in their eyes and in their hands. Um, or on their hands. I don't really know how to say that. Um, and then they have this lovely platin blonde hair and starry skied eyes. So if I need to differ from that, I am gonna make my character black.
Do what your heart tells you to do.
I'm gonna be like this character is a black dude, a black boy, a black twink boy. I love those twinks. Don't look it up on the internet if you don't know what twink is. Trust me. Just believe me when I say twink is a 21-year-old something that looks pretty.
I thought it was more about body type than age.
Yeah, because a twink is it can be somebody in their 30s looking like a 20-year-old, a young boy basically, or a young adult. But if you look twink up, you're gonna get a lot of porn. So don't do that.
Or do
We
that
want
if
to
that's
keep
what
it
you want.
safe. We're gonna keep this safe for everyone. Whoops.
I'm lazy. Nope,
You're lazy.
it
Look at
doesn't
me. I'm
it doesn't allow me to be
scribbling.
lazy. It won't let me copy and paste. God damn it.
Am I gonna change the hair color? Ooh, yes I am. Um, I'm gonna change the hair color a little bit.
Yep.
I'm gonna make hair black instead. But then he has. I'm gonna give him a thing that I don't remember what's called, but I hope that somebody in the stream, in the chat, can be like, yes, I know what it's called. And that is when you have a white streak, like an albino piece of your hair. Um, and he's gonna have a streak like that.
The sexy boy streak.
Yes. And it's gonna continue into his eyebrow because that is usually how it works. It's a streak throughout your whole body, depending on where it is. But if it is in your bangs or in the front of your face, it will usually go all the way down through your face. I had a friend that went a grade higher than me in gymnasium, high school, who
Yeah.
had a streak in her bangs that went into her eyebrow and into her lashes.
Oh.
And if you looked very carefully, you could see it in the small hairs on her skin that she kind of had a streak all the way through her face that was just pale white, platin white. And that was really cool.
Yeah.
Boop. No, I want this color, and I wanna
Oh.
use that.
Hello,
No!
Millennia. has entered the chat. One of my friends.
A friend of yours?
Yeah, I know, it's hard to believe. But sometimes the planets line up and I get one. I trick one.
I trick one into being my friend.
Yes.
I'm gonna say that this astral vision dude, he can, like with astrology, not astronomy, because astronomy is actually amazing and something useful. Somebody's gonna shit on me now. Astronomy is amazing. Astrology is the one where it's like, oh, you can see into your future and it's about star signs and zodiacs and if you're a match with your partner or not. Bullshit. But I'm gonna say that this dude uses knowledge about people. Well, like if he knows your star sign, your zodiac sign, and he always know um the exact placement of star signs in the sky as it is currently right now as we speak, kind of thing.
He's one of the stars.
Yes, and then he can predict the future of a person. Like the more he knows about their star sign, the more he can predict.
Oh.
So he is
Cool.
he reads up on his enemies
Yes.
because the more he knows, the better it is. So he is a bit of a smartass when it comes
Oops.
to people. Um,
And it will be his undoing in one arc.
he already knows that. Like he was a stupid kid. That is the consequence of him being a superhero. He was a stupid kid, and he looked into his own future when he was a child, and he really regrets that because now he knows exactly when he will die and why.
And by whom's hand?
Yes, but the thing is, he cannot say anything about it
Yeah.
to anyone because he has also seen the future that if he tells someone, he is gonna die even faster. So
He is
he's just
stuck.
he is doomed to secrecy on his own future because if he reveals anything to anyone, he's just a dead man.
Something like that, maybe?
You're gonna see me draw a lot of boys today. Every superhero is a boy in my world.
Yeah, girls can't be superhero.
No.
That's an absurd notion.
Haven't you seen Boku no Hero Academia? Like, there is no powerful female
Yeah,
in that show. They're all mediocre compared to the boys.
well, I mean that's any shonen manga slash anime.
Every girl, mediocre.
Yeah, that's the first lesson they teach you in shonen school.
Yes. Girls are nothing. You will not become anything great. You're gonna be mediocre as heck.
It's true. I read it in a book.
I mean, if you can call manga a book, you can. Can you?
Yeah,
Yeah, you can totally call manga a book.
manga is literature.
Yes.
Ugh, go.
Yeah, I think I am done with my concept.
Yeah, I think I'm done soon as well. Ooh,
Oh, that was very black.
yeah, there we go.
Bone armor. Extra many bones.
Extra many bones. Bone armor is just more bones. There we go.
I know that I shitted on astrology, but at the same time, I still know some of the signs.
Well, I mean,
And
I don't have a
I think
strong opinion on astrology, to be honest. Like, one
it
of my
has,
friends is really into that, and I'm like, yeah, cool. I don't know.
yeah, I know, like, same. I have friends that are very into astrology. Um, and I just think that I think I have my very strong opinion because when I was younger, I met people who thought astronomy and astrology was the same,
Yeah,
and that kind of pissed me off. um, and I was very heavily um, inspired and fondly of astronomy. So
yeah.
when people were like astrology, but isn't that the? And I was like, no, that's the other one.
It's confusing. They have a very similar name. Uh, let's
Yes,
generate some new characters and concepts. Let's maybe be quicker with these ones.
yes.
Yes.
How do I just delete
Oh,
that?
you have alter muscles.
Alter muscles?
Yeah, that's basically just muscular from My Hero Academia.
Yeah. Damn.
I have restoration magic. Cool, cool, cool.
Magic. Ooh. My brain just went restoration muscles because I remembered half of yours and half of mine.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay, you were saying what muscles?
Uh, alter muscles.
Alt.
I believe it was. I generated away from that, but I believe it was the prompt.
Excuse me if I butcher spelling. I am dyslexic, so. Alter muscles. Oh, that's gonna be. say it's a very strong character. But at the same time, I think altering muscles means that you can alter your body basically.
Yeah.
Um, because every like the muscles is the things that are holding everything together.
Yeah.
So if you can alter your muscles, you can basically alter your body.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you can't alter your skin because that's an organ.
True, but it's very stretchy.
Yeah.
Um, I'm trying to again draw on my anatomy knowledge
Yeah.
and be like, okay, so if you can alter your muscles,
Yeah. I got bones. You got
how,
muscle.
yeah, how can you, with the bones that you have, if you cannot alter your bones, but you can alter your muscles, what can you do to make it different? Ooh, I'm gonna, oh wow, okay, I have a creepy example on how that could be.
Do
Instead of
it.
just making him strong, if he can alter his muscles and stretch out stuff, I'm gonna say that he can do something very creepy.
There we go.
He can alter his muscles, and the skin is an organ. He has muscles everywhere, so he can,
I mean, you can do whatever you want. I was just.
yes. And I'm gonna really stretch stuff here, and I'm gonna say that we have wing bones on the back of our backs.
Yeah.
That is basically a wing that never happened. And I'm gonna say that he can alter his muscles to an extent where he can basically stretch his arms and his wings, alter the connection between those two, and stretch out the muscle in between. And he can do that in many ways, but one of the ways that he does it is making him able to fly.
To die.
To fly.
To fly.
He needs to be able to alter his bones as well, but
He absorbed bone armor.
when he does this, he has no arms. He's just a very strong bat, basically. And this is one of his modes. Like he has multiple. Maybe he just stretches his muscles to elongate his bones in reality to make crazy stuff like fucking wings.
Maybe.
And when he need muscle from one place, he just takes it. He
From
takes it
someone
from one
else.
place and from someone else. No,
The-
I'm more thinking like if he needs the muscles in his legs to be bigger, he makes his upper body smaller. Like that is one
Oh,
of the negatives of his altering.
yeah. Can he look like a normal human? Or
He
is he...
can. I would say so. Maybe or maybe he's like pushed, like anatomically pushed a little bit wrong, so it looks
weird?
fucking weird.
Yeah.
That he's not completely normal looking. But he can push his stuff. So he maybe prefers this bat form because it makes him able to fly and be creepy. Um, but it's not the only form he can do. He can also get rid of the wings and stretch his muscles.
Yeah. I mean,
And
your that silhouette is looking really good right now.
I mean, it's wonky as fuck, but it's there.
I think it definitely is great, especially for what we're doing. It's good.
This game would, I feel like it would be a lot easier if I was one of my friends who is like really good at thinking about what would it mean to have alter muscles.
Yeah.
He's very quick at thinking. That smart ass. He knows what's up. He knows what's going on.
Hate that.
I
Hate that
mean,
about him.
sometimes it's definitely a blessing that he knows stuff and he can really think about things in a
Yeah.
smart way. And other times it's like we didn't need to think about this, but you do. But I don't care. So
Yeah.
please stop.
How does the new TDA compare to the old one?
Ooh, ooh, the new TDA. It's definitely different. Like we're doing things in a different way.
Because of the
So
pandemic?
I don't know if it's pandemic based. It's just um the first time we did it, so people know. We had an introduction week where we met each other. We were introduced to the teachers. Each teacher had a day. Like I think we were severed into two teams or something.
Yeah.
And then um, we would visit a different teacher every day, and then like circle around. If that makes any sense, I'm trying to make sense.
Yeah.
But I remember the first day I had Maya, the second day I had Artem, and the last day I had Miss Pisa. And Maya would actually draw with us, and she actually uh, had a model, and we would sit and do croquis.
Yeah. Get a
Not
taste.
expertly, but we did it. We
Yeah.
did actually draw. Artem talked for 3 hours about himself and his experience, and Miss Peter danced for 2.5 hours.
It
With a
wasn't
half-hour
that long
break.
we danced, was it? Did we do other stuff?
No, I feel like we actually just danced. I remember that we danced for a long time and I completely ruined my knee for like a whole week where I just couldn't walk properly because I have mobile joints, hyperflexible joints. So I fucked that up. Um, but now, one thing is, I'm here in the spring, which means Miss Peter is not there. So there's only two teachers. And I really make this guy look like a vampire. I'm so sorry. But I like the goblin face. He has a goblin face. Now we are more of a they introduced us to drawing. So they introduced us to each other first of all. There
Yeah.
was an intro day, and I don't remember what Maya did because I was sick with corona, so I wasn't there. But Artem had everyone for a day, and I think Maya had everyone for a day. And Artem danced with everybody.
Artem danced.
Artem danced, and they danced for 2 hours, so they went crazy as well. And people were sore when I came back to school, and was actually with people. They were like, "Oh shit, damn, I am so destroyed." Um, so that was kind of fun to see people being completely ruined. But yeah, Awesome danced, and then we went straight into drawing, and we did 6 hours studies this time from the get-go, from the beginning. Uh, First of a still life for 2 days, and we did it in the morning, and then in the afternoon after lunch we would do croquis. Then we did a plaster head for 6 hours and cookie after lunch for 2 days. And then we did another still life for 6 hours and cookie after lunch. So we did a lot of cookie and a lot of still life and plaster heads, like long studies. And then we are now, yesterday, we were told to showcase one still life and the plaster head that we did, and 2 to 4 cookie studies. And the cookie put in Maya's classroom and the long studies put in Artem's classroom. They would look at them and they will pick us into two teams. They will put us into two teams. Not that we get to choose. The first time we were there, we were just goofing around for 3 days with the teachers, and then we would choose which teacher we would want.
Yeah.
On the same Friday. So like it took a week to do the introduction. This time we have been drawing by ourselves without teachers telling us what to do or giving us any kind of feedback on our drawings for 2 weeks. And now they're picking us into teams. And how they're going to do it, I have no idea. I don't know if they're going to mix us in how much experience we have, or if they're going to put more experienced people together and less experienced people together so they can make the upcoming studies and education that we're going to get either more advanced or more submersive in
More
other
basics.
more basics, or concentrate on gesture drawings more and getting the gesture down or the composition down before you start actual drawing.
Yeah.
I have no idea. They could both mix it up so we are um, at different levels and we might be able to push each other by looking at each other's work, or they're gonna sever us up in like, okay, you know what you're doing and you know what you're doing. You guys need more basics before we get to this point. So we are gonna put beginners or less experienced people into one group and people who has more experience into another. Don't know.
Don't know.
Um, so that is very new, and we will get to pick a teacher at some point.
Okay.
But right now, no. I am gonna take. Oh, no, 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 no. I said no. No. Um.
What happened?
Yes. I'm just trying to mark out my drawing without taking the name as well. I can do this. Yes. Can I move? Yes. Can I make it smaller? I just wanna. I wanna make my drawing smaller. No. Mm. Mm. I can't do that. Okay, well, you've seen one form of this guy, his alter muscles. I'm gonna draw another form of his now.
There we
Because he can alter his muscles, so he can do multiple things. One,
I don't think we
flipping.
have time, sadly. I think it's time to move on to a
No!
different superhero before we
No.
do the together illustration.
True. I wanted to make him like into a mermaid and stuff like this because he could alter his muscles to stick together.
Maybe if you get
Um,
mermaid powers, you have an excuse to do that. Yeah, I have this lady who fixes stuff.
Wait, I could have made him smaller. No.
Shoulda, woulda,
Um.
coulda. Now it's time.
Yes.
Sense
Okay.
energy. I don't
Sense
know.
energy. Interesting.
Or like sense
I cannot.
energy. Like you know energy, I guess.
Yeah, I have a selected area now that I cannot get rid of.
Yeah. I got fire touch. That's way cooler. In my humble opinion. I lucked out. Uh, are you lagging? Because I'm lagging a bit on the canvas.
I have to make my.
Are you lagging?
No, I'm not
No.
lagging.
Okay.
I'm stuck in one area to draw in. Like I have a selected area that I cannot unselect.
Oh.
So or deselect. So I'm just stuck
Control D.
in. I thought I found out a way to cheat it.
Okay.
I just selected the whole area
Okay.
so I can draw inside the whole area. Oh, you saved your drawings. I just deleted them. I'm sorry. Okay, I
If you
have.
control C, maybe you can save the bat.
Oh, well, no, I already drew stuff, so it's I can't go back, I think.
Yeah, Control C doesn't go very far here, but you can
No.
go a little bit.
Yeah. You had Fire Touch and I had what again?
Sense Energy.
Sun's Energy. I feel like this person, they can sense stuff as like electricity, but they can also sense if people are alive and
Yeah, I definitely like pictured like human radar or something. Like you know
yeah,
where people are and the stuff. Like you feel like a
they can.
support hero to like some muscle.
Yes, definitely a support hero. Let's work with some gesture drawing.
Yeah, I'm lagging like a son of a gun for some reason. Whew. Is something happening with
The internet?
yeah that or how my CPU?
Good question. I am super bad with computers, so I have no idea.
No, it seems fine. I have no idea. Oh well, I can live with it. It's not a happy existence, but it will do. Smaller feet. No, no, not a selection like that. You liked Critical Role, right?
I do, and I just started. Like, I gave up on second season when third season came out because I wanted to be on the like actual follow what was going on, so I
Yeah,
wasn't like constantly behind, and I kept being like really far behind with the second season.
yeah,
Um, but then I totally forgot about it for a while, and now I am severely behind again with the third season. Um, so yeah,
yeah. Like I don't watch Critical Role. Um, I don't know. It just feels like too much, I guess. Like several hundred episodes of 4 hour or more streams. It felt like too much of a commitment to me, I guess. Um,
it is
but
definitely a commitment.
yeah, but I have watched other D&D things. Like I recently got a Dropout subscription, and I'm watching Dimension 20.
I
If
heard a lot about Dimension 20.
yeah, it's really really good. I've definitely gotten my money worth out of that subscription service. It was amazing.
Fun.
Yeah,
Great to hear that it's worth something.
yeah. So
Also
basically,
for the people who are making it.
yeah. So they have like they have some main campaigns. Like their first main campaign was Fantasy High, which is like exactly what
Oh
it sounds like.
yeah!
Fantasy High
Oh my
School.
god! Yes, I really wanted to see that because they made a lot. As far as I know, they did some Harry Potter references.
Oh,
I
that's
really.
Magic and Misfits, which is a one shot they
Oh
did.
yeah. Sorry,
Which
that's
is a
right.
Harry Potter campaign. Or not a Harry like it can't be a Harry Potter campaign legally, but like it's like a parody.
Yes, I
Um,
think they have a strong. We kind of have the same pose.
oh, we have
By the way.
exactly the same pose.
I'm
I
gonna
didn't
change
even
mine up a bit.
look at yours until you said that. That's funny.
That is very funny. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
but
see if
also
I can.
I loved a bunch of their one shots, like uh, Magical Misfits. I think their my favorite one was their second campaign or like their first one shot, um,
Hmm.
which was called Escape the Bloodkeep, which was a level 20 villain one shot, which I mean, among others had Matt Mercer in it,
Ooh.
and it's like it's his own. I wouldn't say it's a parody of like what if the villains in Lord of the Rings like it was about them and like it's a office sitcom. It's basically the vibe it has. That's like how I would describe it, but also like it's very much its own world and characters. I feel
Hmm.
it's not um, unlike Misfits and Magic. It's like it's not a total like just parody of its source material. Like it's its own thing. Uh,
Hmm.
yeah, but it's very very fun. Uh,
I can imagine. I've heard very good things about it. Oh, I
yeah,
haven't
I've
played
also
that in
been
10
thinking
years.
about doing animatics to it and stuff.
Nice. I love swoopy hair, so I'm gonna do another swoopy hair. And since he's like sensing stuff, he has this screen in front of his face. And you can see coordinates and it's a machine. He has a backpack that is basically a computer that helps him control this mask that he has that helps with the it's connected to his brain. So he has like a neuro system going up his neck, going into the screen in front of his eyes that shows him exactly that is connected to um he got very technical all of a sudden,
Yeah,
but I like it. It's not like just the regular stuff. Oh my god, I know exactly. His suit is inspired by an orca because they have that dolphin sense. So he has like stripes and shit, like an orca does. White tummy. And since he's like a what did you call them? He's not the actual
a support
superhero.
hero.
He's
Yeah.
yeah, he's a support hero. So he's like skinny. I love my skinny boys. And twinks. So don't give it up. If you had a superpower,
Whoa.
John, what would it be?
Like based on my personality or what I would want.
I guess we're gonna make it more interesting, and instead of just saying what you would want, because everybody can have cool superpowers, but actually make it something that makes sense for you as a person.
Hmm. That's hard. I have no idea. um. Yeah, I don't know.
You're very creative.
Thank you. Uh, God, I'm just trying. It's hard to like think about myself in this way and also draw.
Oh yes, definitely. Um, well, I can start then.
Yeah, go ahead.
Um, because I try to make myself a Boku no Hero character.
Yeah,
And in the beginning, I just based it on something that I liked. And then I was like, no. Well, I want to make a character that actually makes sense for who I am. And in the beginning, I made a character that was kind of water bending, but they could make like a suit of water
yeah,
around themselves and manipulate their body that way, so they could make themselves into a giant, they could make themselves small, they could make um they could give themselves boobs or a plump butt if they wanted to, because I'm gender fluid. um so for me that made sense, but as a character, as who I am as a person, I reminded myself that I have a tendency to hear a lot about people's lives and their problems, and I help them to heal a lot because even though I am young, in quotation, I am not super young compared to you. um,
I mean, it's my birthday in 4 days. I'm soon at your age.
ooh, well, there is still a good way to go.
Oh no.
um, so I do have a lot of experience on a lot of subjects, um, and oh shit,
What?
I did a anatomy wrong.
Oh
There we
no.
go. Yes,
The
I did.
indignity.
Yes. Oh, how could I? I fixed it. Um, but because I feel like I sometimes help people heal, I was like, wait, this is a so much cooler superpower to have, to be able to physically heal people. So my superpower is basically I would heal myself. Like if I got a cut, I would heal really fast, self
Yeah.
healing. But I could also take damage from other people and put onto myself. So
Oh,
I want to see myself as a support character because I am way more. I feel way more. I feel way stronger about being a support character
mm,
than being a an actual main character.
yeah.
So I thought about something that could work well as a support, and that was healing.
Yeah. What the? Oh, oh,
So my superpower would be healing.
nice. Yeah, that's a good superpower. I don't know. I have a hard time like introspecting in the best of days, so this is really difficult for me. Um, yeah, I don't know.
I will say it is definitely a hard task to get. Um, coming up with a superpower.
Yeah, I have no idea. I'm trying really hard. Like what? What am I? Who am I? Oh God. quiet concentration.
Yes, concentration very on point. Do you have a favorite hero?
Ooh. Now that's something I'm a bit more available to answer with the current brain power I'm operating at. Um, like if I look at My Hero Academia, I think like my favorite. Okay, you specifically said hero because my favorite character is probably muscular. I just fucking love that shit. uh, but my favorite hero, if we pick that franchise, uh, God, um, I do like the going through stuff boy. He's great.
Oh, the student?
Yeah,
What is his name? Midori? Me something.
something.
I'm gonna figure it out.
Yeah,
2 seconds. I
one of
will
these
Google.
days. Uh,
Um, it's not Midoriya, who is
no,
my personal favorite. I usually hate the main character,
yeah,
but I actually like what they did. And knowing the development, like the dark development that he's gonna do the further you get into the story.
yeah.
Spoilers, no
No,
spoilers.
I've seen. If you're not regarding the viewers or the viewer, uh,
Yeah,
uh,
I'm not. I haven't read the whole manga yet. I
yeah, me
am
neither. But I
halfway
see
through.
clips of the manga on my recommended, so I know.
Yes. Um, I want to read it because I've heard that the anime is going south, just like Game of Thrones. Like they miss the point a lot, and they're telling the story wrong compared to the manga. In the animation. Also because the first two, almost 3 seasons, follows the manga almost to a point,
Hmm.
where then in season 4 and season 5 question mark they are going further and further away from the actual plot and doing their own thing. Um, which to the manga fans is very annoying. I have somebody I live with who has told me this. This is why I know it, even though I haven't seen the whole anime and I haven't read the whole manga.
Yeah,
They have told me that this is the thing going on. So from what I know, um, it's a very good manga, and they're handling the character development very humanistic, like as an actual human would act
hmm.
in this situation, having so much power, having to deal with the problems that they have, and the moral dilemmas, uh, just like Naruto kind of did actually, uh, or Naruto, um, depending on how you say it.
I have no idea. I say Naruto.
Are you American or are you English or are you Japanese? um, I should basically say Naruto. Say it
Just say
correctly,
it
I
however
think.
you say it. I think as long as people understand what you say, that's the meaning of language.
Naruto.
Yeah.
um, yeah. Um, there is a lot of character development. Um, and different people go different ways. Like Sasuke is a bad guy for a very long period of time because he has goals. Goals that is somewhat good, somewhat bad, and it just makes more sense for him to develop as a character on the bad side than on the good side. Because he wouldn't be able to do the things he does if he kept being good. Um, and I have heard that Midoriya, the main character, actually does something similar.
Hmm.
Um, like he is not the all-time good boy at all times. Like later on in the series, he takes some cunning and sly characteristics and development choices that makes him less of the typical hero. He's not naive all the way through, and that I'm looking very much forward to read because I have not gotten any details. I've just been told that
Yeah.
he does things differently from the typical main character hero.
Yeah.
And and having Bakugo, who was like somebody you would think, oh, he's gonna go to the dark side the
Yeah,
way that
even the
he's
villains
acting.
think that.
Yes.
Which is really
But
funny. I love that.
yes, and I have heard that his development is actually going the opposite direction. Like he becomes the more typical hero-esque kind of character, and he actually starts to learn his lesson and show some, not just pride, but actually taking in some character traits from other heroes than just All Might, and going for being number one. He is under Genist. He is in internship under Genist, one of the heroes. Like I think he's the fourth or fifth biggest hero.
Okay.
He has something with threats. He can control threats, so he has a
Oh,
whole
yeah, the genist.
suit.
Yeah.
He has a whole suit made out of jeans. And after his internship and Genus dying or losing all his power
Yeah, something
to
happens to him. That's for sure.
yeah, he actually changes his suit to look more like Genus's suit
Oh,
to show respect for him, because in the beginning, under the internship, he fucking hated the way that he was treated and the way that he was supposed to do things.
yeah.
But he actually develops into a person that shows respect, which is something he never does in the first 2 seasons of the anime, and for like the first 130 chapters of the manga, he shows very little respect for everyone else but himself. Um, and I saw a lot of endeavor in him, Bakugo.
Yeah.
Bakugo and Endeavor was very similar to me.
Yeah.
But even Endeavor is gonna have a lot of character build, I've heard, and he's not gonna change, but you're gonna get a better understanding on why he did as he did,
Yeah.
and the mindset behind him, and that it's not so square as you think it would be. Like there is something behind it, and there is something behind him as a person, and he is going to develop as a person as well, as a father, I think.
No, I mean they. I
Or
don't know how long are you in the anime?
I am in the beginning of season 3, I think,
Okay. What was
or
it that
season
happened
4.
there? Could you remind me if you remember?
It is Midoriya has gotten his certificate of being a hero certificate, hero something.
Oh, is it when he
Um,
trains with the old man?
no,
No. Okay.
um, it's when he has gotten his second internship with Mirio,
Oh.
uh, the the oldest student that actually seemed a lot like All Might.
Yeah,
the blonde guy with the very atypical eyes.
yeah, the Tintin eyes.
Um,
Should
yes.
we, before we continue on with the story, I'm sorry to cut you off in the middle of it. Should we show off what characters we've done so far and then decide what we want to pick for the illustration?
Yes. Well, I haven't saved any of mine, so I have to
Oh, yeah,
restart.
you can't! That's unfortunate. Uh,
I
I'll
don't
just.
know how to use this program. I'm sorry, guys.
It's fine, it happens. Like, as long as you're not sad for losing them, like, I'll screenshot the recordings later, but that doesn't do much
Oh,
for
cool.
us right now. Um,
No.
but I'll go through what I've done so far. So I did Bone Man. Um, Spoilers, I'm not going to pick this character. I am not. I am not. uh, then I did Restoration Magic. This like construction
That
worker
fits.
lady superhero. Uh, uh she's charming.
Oh, she could be like. Oh, have you seen Oh, what is the name? It was a movie about Wrecking Ralph. Wrecking Ralph?
Oh, Ricky
Yes.
Ralph. Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
The
I was
the
thinking
little
about that. It
guy.
reminds me a lot about his hero.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, and then we have Old Man Fire Touch.
Yes.
Uh, so those are my options. Uh,
And I
I've I definitely think I lean more towards Old Man Fire Touch. I think he's the most interesting out of these.
I also really like my sense energy. The last boy I did.
Yeah,
My all cap dude. Um, but I can mention the ones that I've done. I
yeah.
did a
Alter Muscle Vampire.
yes. I did a guy that could alter his muscles and therefore alter his body. Um, I
It was
did
something like
a
this, if I'm not misremembering.
very accurate, yes. Um, and I did a astral boy, astral sense,
Oh
I
yeah,
think.
Astral Sense. It was something.
Yes,
It was something like that.
you could sense stuff. Yes. Um,
Had a gnarly haircut.
yes. I love my flowy hair. Um, and then I did this sense energy, which is all kinds of sensing energy. Um,
Yeah, your sense energy looks something like this.
life energy, electricity, uh, people's whereabouts. He's a walking radar.
It was something like this, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yep,
And I
it's
feel like
identical.
all of them, yes, very. I feel like all of my characters are support characters, which
I
I
wouldn't say muscle dude. I feel like he's either a villain or his own hero.
true. I would say he's a villain too.
Yeah, at best an
But
anti-hero.
yes. Um, but it does say something about who I am as a character.
Yeah,
A loner or a support character.
yeah.
I feel my muscle guy, he would be a loner, anti-hero, villain esque, doing his own thing and not working with anybody.
Yeah.
um, but yeah, support characters. That is definitely my thing. I would say. Uh, so and I think I'm gonna do my sense energy guy.
Cool.
I feel like I got a very strong build for him out of
Yeah.
nowhere.
I think I'm going to do my fire touch character. Uh,
Yes. You
yes.
should give him some epic boots. What are those?
I feel like he's just an old guy that doesn't care. Like he doesn't even hide his identity. Like he,
Ah, that kind of person.
yeah.
Cool, 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 cool.
He's like too old to care. He's like, if I die, sure, whatever.
And then he has this young scrawny boy.
Yeah, they're
Uh,
definitely on a mission together.
yes.
I'm gonna screenshot mine so I have it up as reference. For when we take away.
I'm gonna make a new layer if I can. I
Yes,
could. And I'm gonna.
you've always been able to. You've always had it in you. I knew it from the
Yes.
start.
How do I make a layer go away? Not more like
You
disappear.
press the I next to it.
I'm trying. Oh there. Okay. I couldn't hit it
Yeah.
apparently. Now I can. Okay. I still have that fucking square
So,
that I can only draw within that square.
how would you want to do this? Like, do you want to thumbnail something first, or do you want to just jump into it?
I can jump into it.
Yeah, because I'm
I'm
thinking
going to
like they're
jump
on
in.
like a mission together, and like I feel like maybe they're like on the other side of the wall of like the bad guys, and like your dude is just standing there, sensing them. So if this is like
Totally.
a sidewalk or something, they would be like standing here. I don't
Yeah.
know if is that very interesting. I feel like that's uninteresting. I feel like we
I
can
mean, we can
push it.
also just we can make them just do the hero-esque thing with it, which is posing. So posing together, showing off their superpowers, making a little Marvel poster for a Marvel movie.
Yeah. So I feel
Or
like
Catboy
I've,
and
maybe your character
Spider-Man.
would be like this, like holding their arms out, like "wah," and then my character is just unfazed behind here. Like I'm the master.
Well, you are the main character, so you should be in the front. I'm a supporter,
Oh,
so
I felt like
yeah.
even though you're the support character, I felt like you're like the young, spunky main character, and mine is like the jaded master. That's the
I
dynamic
would
I got.
rather I would rather follow a superhero movie about a grumpy old man and his sidekick um, and then having the interactions, but seeing the superhero life through an old man's eyes,
Yeah,
that would be fun.
I feel
That
yeah,
to
I feel like
me
we could have
is
a good
excitement.
interaction there as an illustration. What would would Sensei like try to play some music to old man while they're on a mission or something, like while they're patrolling?
Ah, that would ooh, that could definitely be a thing. Or he could be like, there is a need for us. We need to go and be like, yes, suit up. Let's go. Let's save the world. And the old man is just like, I'm not going anywhere before I had my coffee. So chill the fuck down.
Hmm. How would that be then? Like, uh, old man Fire is just heating his own coffee while sitting like at a table, and like your character
Yeah.
is freaking out.
Yes, your guy is still being like in a
Oh, I
little
know. If this
dark
is like the
mode.
big ooh, this is like the big window to like a cafe. Like they're sitting here, and then we see some shit going outside, and your character
Mhm.
is over here like we need to go,
Yes.
and my character is like I'm having tea.
Yes. Don't disturb me. I am gonna uh I'm gonna start drawing
I'll make it
the
flat
window.
because that's easier.
Flat.
Or
Oh, okay.
ooh, Or did you have
You
something
told me
going
about
there? I
that.
can barely see the lines. I see some blue. Did you want to do
Yeah,
something else?
that was. I was just gonna uh, sketch in a very faintly blue the the perspective.
Oh, okay, yeah, I mean, you can do that. Go ahead. And while you do that, I'm gonna go and grab some water. Entertain the
Yes.
audience.
Oh no.
Everything is on you.
Well, I have nothing to say besides I have never tried this before, and it's all very new to me. I have to admit that I was kind of scared when I said, yes, I'm gonna be here. I can totally do this. Oh, it's a cafe type table, so we should do a middle leg. So yeah, going into this was very scary, very spooky, and
I'm back.
I'm happy. Thank you. Nice to have you back. I'm just saying that I was very spooked out during this whole war with you. Um, very spooky, very scary. Um, and I'm just trying to draw some perspective here.
Yeah, that was your first mistake, though.
Yes, it totally was. Um, we're gonna make a little chair here because
Oop, wrong
Polka
thing.
Boy got so excited that the chair tilted over. He was like, we need to go now and save the world. An old man sit over on this chair. Just gonna draw the perspective and then you can draw the character in afterwards. How many is actually watching the stream?
We
Because
have one
I
viewer,
woohoo!
so no need to worry.
Very fun. I mean, I have two friends. I was like, I'm gonna watch if I can, and I was like, oh shit,
And they
oh
couldn't.
no. Um,
Unless that's them.
yeah, that's the thing. One of them is saying, yeah, I'm here. So I guess we have Sebastian as a little viewer
Hello,
today.
Sebastian.
And we are. I'm not very clean in my lines in this program.
No, that's just how it is.
This perspective is shit.
Don't worry about it. We're just having fun here.
Yes. Doing a big old pointy finger, being like, "Oh my god, shit!" And he's already ready to run out the door and save the world.
So, is the old man supposed to sit here?
Yeah, he's just like, "I'm having my tea. Don't disturb me."
Gotta pull up my reference. There we go.
I feel like this boy, this orca boy, is basically living in his suit. He's like, "Save the world all day, every day." Which is a big contrast to the old guy who's just like, "I guess I can do this. They're in my
I don't
way. I
owe the
need to go
world anything.
grocery." No, he's just like, "I need to go grocery shopping. This is in the way. I'm gonna do something about it because I can't go grocery shopping if I don't." So he's more of doing it on his own accord, maybe. Um,
Like he wants to help other people, but only barely. But
yeah. My stomach is saying I'm hungry.
is that supposed to be the old man, or is that you?
No, that was actually me.
Yeah.
And my stomach growling at me. Okay, boy. Reminding me of Orca from
My Hero Academia
Boku no
again.
Hero.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, he's so amazing. I love him.
Also, isn't there an Orca lady in DC?
In DC? Ooh. Oh, that said, the guy that you like the best from My Hero Academia is Minata.
Oh,
Minoru Minata. Um, who is definitely something.
oh yeah. She's just called Orca.
Yes.
Uh, the lady in DC.
She is?
Yeah.
Oh, she is. Oh, her. Oh. And Orca in My Hero Academia is called Gang Orca.
Yeah. Orca is copyrighted by DC, so they couldn't use that.
That's bullshit. Orca
It's
is
not.
Orca.
It's they haven't copyrighted Orca.
I mean,
Probably if you
they can.
used or like the character Orca, they will get pissed, but like not the word.
Yeah. I know that
Yeah, here we
that
have a picture
DC
of
and
Nightwing getting owned by Orca.
Yeah. I know that the word superhero is something Marvel and DC are the only ones who can use in public work. Like, you cannot use the word superhero in a comic
Doesn't My Hero
without.
Academia do that? Or is it?
I think it's just heroes. They don't use superheroes. They just say heroes.
But also, how DC and Marvel are competing companies? How did they copyright it together?
I have no idea, but they have shared copyright
Okay.
for that word.
Go.
But yeah, that's something I learned very recently. I
Yeah.
don't remember from where. I think it was a video I saw on the internet.
Yeah, that's usually how you get information.
Yeah. Another thing that I'm very passionate about, besides heroes and superheroes,
Yeah,
is Harry Potter.
that's actually
Very, very
something I
passionate.
didn't know. I knew Disney uh, was something you really liked as well.
Yeah, like who doesn't like Disney? Like that's childhood.
I mean,
Um,
I'm neutral on Disney. I wouldn't say I don't care. But it's funny because someone is so interested in animation that like I don't really like. I watched a lot of Disney like before when I was 10, but like barely ever since then.
yeah,
So like I have no like emotion or like memories with Disney.
but yeah, I'm not super big on Disney.
Yeah,
But I definitely have a fond um a fondness of animation in general, I would say.
yeah,
Um, and Disney is definitely a
animation.
something to be fond of.
Yeah,
Yes. Um, so yeah. That said, um, Harry Potter is
Harry
something
Potter.
I am very passionate about. Why is it so difficult? I guess it will be this one. I'm gonna do colored lines, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, Harry Potter. Very passionate about that. And there is a game coming up called Hogwarts Legacy. That
Oh
is
yeah, wait, didn't
the
you play
two.
the Harry Potter like Pokemon Go games while we were playing Pokemon Go?
Yes, I did.
Yes.
Um, so some people play Pokemon Go, other people play Harry Potter. I am one of those guys. I have two Harry Potter games on my phone. I have no games on my phone, but I have two Harry Potter games on my phone. Um, and I'm just very, very fond of Harry Potter. It's an amazing universe. I don't like J.K. Rowling
Yeah.
in person
I mean,
and what
as
she's
someone
doing for the trans
who,
community.
I mean, like, as someone, did you say you were gender fluid? Was that correct to say?
Well, I am non-binary,
Yeah.
gender
No,
fluid,
as
gender
someone
neutral.
not cis, I think It's just assumed that you don't like J.K. Rowling.
Yeah, the things that she's doing and saying these days, it's not nice, and I don't really stand for it.
But Harry Potter, though.
And Harry Potter though, and the immense community that came out of it, and all the people that make stuff online, and oh, I really I adore it. Um, I am very happy about the community that is created by all this, um, and the just it's just a lovely universe,
Well, yeah.
and all the creative stuff that ended up coming out of it. Um, so when I heard that we were gonna have another video game for PC and PlayStation and all that, called Hogwarts Legacy, where you where you don't play as Harry Potter, because I'm not really a big fan of Harry Potter. I'm a big fan of the universe.
Yeah.
Um, and the fact that you're gonna make your own character and run around and be the next main character of the story, just like Skyrim, but Harry Potter themed. Um,
That's the dream.
I was stoked. Holy fuck, I was happy. And it was supposed to come last year. And then Corona happened, and they were like, you know what? We are gonna delay the game since Corona is a thing, and we are gonna use the time, the extra time that we're gonna get, to fix some stuff and make the game better. And I was like, cool. I don't mind people being like, you know what? We're actually gonna delay it because we want to make it right and we're gonna do it good.
Yeah.
They did the same with the Warcraft movie. I didn't mind it at all. I was like, I would rather have something good than have something mediocre.
Was the Warcraft
Um,
movie good?
if you if you forget about the games,
if you
and just
if you
yes,
compare it to other video game movies,
yes, I would say they did a good job. Pretty sure Sebastian would agree or disagree. He would have a lot of things to say about this subject, but I thought that the Warcraft movie, with the extra time that they had, they did well on fixing some stuff. Um, and that said, um, when they said the legacy is gonna be delayed, we're working on it, be patient. I was like, yes, I can be patient. I don't mind. An extra year, sure, I can do that. But not too long ago, a rumor happened that it was gonna be delayed another year. Not
yeah.
just a couple of months, but a year. And I was devastated. Oh my fucking god. I already waited a year, and I don't mind that they come up and say, yo, we're gonna use this opportunity to make the game better. Cool. But suddenly going in and saying, hey, we're having problems with all this new stuff that we did, and we are having some problems actually making it for the release date. So this might get delayed a year. It's just fucking rude.
Yeah, and that's just gaming, I guess. That happens quite often, and it's a bit memed about in the gaming industry. Just delays all the time. Um, I don't know. As someone who hasn't really been passionate about games in a while, I don't really care. Like, there's never been something that I've been like, oh fuck, I can't believe they delayed that. Um, But I definitely understand the frustration.
Yeah. I mean, I really want to finish Skyrim and Witcher 3, which is two games I have played on and off for the last 5 years.
Yeah,
Um, but I just haven't finished them yet. I just keep running into a period of time where I don't play for a very long time, and when I finally get back to it, I'm like, I don't remember how to play this,
yeah,
and I just end up starting all over.
yeah.
Um,
I honestly think it's strong of you to start over. I will just give up because like I don't remember anything and I can't be bothered.
yeah, but I mean, I have started The Witcher over 4 times,
the
and Skyrim 3.
The Witcher 3 or the original Witcher?
The Witcher 3.
Yeah,
I haven't played the two first games, um, which some people are saying blasphemy.
yeah. I've
But
heard. I don't know. I've heard the second one is fine. I've heard the third one is or not the third one. The first one is not very easy to get through. um, because it hasn't aged very well.
yeah, I
Uh,
can imagine.
I don't know if there's anything offensive in it when I say aged very well. I mean it's hard to play.
Hmm. But yeah,
Yeah,
big
I,
fan of The Witcher.
yeah.
Um,
I tried watching the
very.
series. I got like 4 or 5 episodes into the season one, and I was like, nah, this is not for me. Uh, I don't think this is very good. And then now the second season is out, and everyone's like, the second season rules. And I'm like,
I
damn.
really think that they did a good job. Like, it's me knowing the games first, and I was very fucking critical of um, of um, the
Season.
first series, the first season that they made, and the casting they made. I was like, that is not Yennefer. He is not a good Geralt. The fuck is this Siri character that they casted? She
You
is
really don't like him as
bullshit.
Geralt?
Like,
He was like the highlight for
no,
me.
yeah, like in the beginning, I was so critical. When I found out that they casted him for Geralt, I was like, no, can't do that. That's ruining it. He's fucking Superman, and you make him Geralt?
I mean, he's not
No
a good
way.
Superman.
He's
In
not a
my,
good Superman. But I was just I felt like it was a miscast
yeah,
before seeing it. I just saw the trailer and I was like, fuck no, this is bullshit. And I had so low expectations for the series, but when I actually watched it and I saw him act this character, and I found out that this actor fits so well into fantasy. Like he is a fantasy nerd. He became an actor because he has such a big love for fantasy and different worlds.
yeah.
And he loves Warhammer. Like
And
that's
everyone
his
drooling over
hobby.
him building a computer.
Yes. Like he's such a big geek. And when I saw him actually playing Geralt and really doing his best to let this character come to life and loving the games, but not wanting to copy the exact things like the voice actors and what they did for the game,
Yeah,
uh, but still letting Geralt be alive. Um, is just I really have deep respect for him as an actor now, and what he did for the character and how he handled this. So I must say I have to retract my hatred towards the cast, um, and just love it
yeah.
instead. I was also very um, not happy about Dandelion or Jeskir.
Is
Um,
that the bard? I don't remember any of
yes,
the names. I'm sorry.
yes,
Okay.
that's fine. The Bard. Um, and that they made new songs. I was like, no, I wanted to hear the classic songs for the games. Um, but he has grown on me as well as a character. And I must say that watching him doing interviews really helped me liking how he did Jeskier and why he did Jeskier as he did.
Hell yeah.
Um, and again, another guy who is fond of Warhammer. And wanting to have that weird dynamic with Geralt. And I think it really works. The love hate relationship that Geralt and Jeskier has is great.
Yeah.
And Jeskier being like, he is my friend, and Geralt be like, hmm.
I think
And that's
I
the
I think it didn't
relationship
really
going.
get to that part. I don't know. I think people have described it as like later on they become like an adventuring party. Uh, that didn't
Yes.
really happen when I was watching. It was all still sort of building up and telling like what happened and like what things will come together in the future. Um,
Mm.
I don't know. It was just sort of a disconnect. Like I didn't really care for much besides Gerald. Like I didn't really care about any of the other story, like three or two or three stories that they had going at the same time.
They
Um,
did have a lot of storylines in the first season,
yeah, and I think
and
yeah, go ahead.
I think they did poorly. The thing that I didn't get in the first season was there is time jumps.
Yeah,
Not all of this happens in the same year. You're not just jumping place
it's
to
not
place,
a
you're jumping in
chronological.
time. No, not at all. And you really need to know that to get why things are happening as they're happening.
Yeah,
I didn't know that in the beginning because I haven't read the books, I haven't played the games, so I don't know this was happening.
yeah,
Um, I found out in like episode 7 or something that like, oh, we're jumping in time. Oh, because they
yeah,
said something that made everything make sense, even though they are mentioning things that should hint for it to be time jumps earlier on.
yeah,
But me being a stupid person just doesn't get it.
yeah.
Um,
But like
so
I was told I've by my friends, so I was like prepared. Um, I know. As I said, I just even though it wasn't that I was lost really, it was just I didn't care about anything besides like Gerald's story. And even Gerald's story, I was like sort of iffy on. I think I was way more just into him as a character and the action. I think I
mm,
didn't even there. I didn't even really care for the story. Um, uh, but as I said, I did love the action though. But I think the biggest turn off for me, um, one of the biggest ones, was just um, the mage lady. How
Jennifer,
she's what?
Jennifer.
Yeah, maybe that's her name, Jennifer. How she's like starts out as this like quote unquote hideous like uh, creature or whatever, and like everyone like hates her and she's ugly and like she doesn't reach her true form until she's like turned beautiful, and then people like get respect for her and she can becomes powerful and stuff. It felt like a weird 90s trope. It felt like a bit outdated that stuff.
Well, it is a very old story
Yeah,
because this is based on the books,
yeah.
and I think the books is quite old. Let me see. You draw, I look up. I will make content for the people. Oh, I am already in. What am I doing? Can I do this? Can I? Where is the mouse? Where's mouse? Mouse here? Mouse is there. Okay. Let's see. Witcher books. The first one is not there. Um, The Witcher. It's 15 novels.
Oh, I didn't know it was that much. Holy cow.
The Last Wish being the first one, and it was written in 1993, the year I was born, so 28 years ago.
That didn't know it was that
Uh,
old either.
so it's very 90s in
Yeah.
its way. The story is, and they are, as far as I know, kind of true, pretty true to the actual
Yeah.
story. Um,
And as I said, like something having something problematic in it doesn't make it like bad. Like if that was the case, I couldn't watch any anime basically. Uh, um, but I just even that put a bad taste in my mouth. But ultimately, I just didn't care for any of the stories that were happening. So
mhm.
I stopped watching it.
As a person who, for me, I like a good, interesting story with interesting characters, and I actually like that Yennefer, it's with
Yeah,
a Y, not a J. Um, she is so different from the typical main character. She is spiteful, she's hateful, she is selfish, um, and she talks back
yeah,
because she tried being nice in the beginning. When she was, let's say, ugly, I don't think she was ugly in the beginning. She was just different.
yeah,
But when she was ugly and mm, not dysfunctioned, but not looking like a real human. She had a like a hump and a jaw that was crooked and stuff like that. Um, she was basically like the Hunchback from Notre Dame.
yeah,
She's also described like that in the book. Um, she is trying the best she can to be kind, and when she finds out that she has power, she's just filled with so much spite for the world, and she finds out that she can have anything. So she suddenly makes that 180-degree turn and turns into this powerful, spiteful character that just will do anything to get whatever she wants.
yeah,
And that is very interesting to have as a main character because she's not good, but she's not evil either. She's just selfish. And
yeah,
that's very interesting to follow. But in the beginning, I really didn't like her because usually I don't like people like that. And when I don't like them in reality, I don't like them on TV either. But I have gotten to a point where I have uh I have an interest in a interesting character. And she is an interesting character to have as a main character. Because she is so selfish as she is. I mean, a lot of people like Bakugo as well, and he's very selfish
yeah,
to a certain degree. Just to pull anime into it again.
yeah. I mean, we've non-stop been talking about My Hero, so why stop now?
Yes. Um. So yeah. I would say in the beginning I didn't like her. But the more I watched of the first season, and when I rewatched it, and the more I got to know about the whole Witcher universe,
Yeah,
I actually enjoy having a character that isn't just typically likable and typically hero-esque support character of the
yeah,
main character. She is still supportive of the main character. She still play a support role of the main character, and she is in her own way a main character. Um, but she's just so different from what you usually see being a
yeah,
main character. And I have started enjoying a whole lot more other series and movies where people are anti-heroes and have like a selfish desire to grow certain ways or in certain directions, spitting on society or being different, because
Yeah,
it's way more realistic. Like in reality, people are very different, and heroes aren't just naive people like Tom Holland playing a Spider-Man. um, like Tom Holland plays the ultimate Spider-Man in my point of view, because he is so naive and he's a teenager and
not
he
literally the ultimate
knows.
Spider-Man because that's other thing.
Yeah, yes, exactly. No, he's the classic Spider-Man. He's a
Yeah,
high schooler. He doesn't really know anything because he doesn't have experience yet. He haven't lost anyone important until we got to Infinity War, where he dies and he disappears for 5 years, but he comes back, and he lost Tony Stark, who was an idol to him. Uh, Spoilers, but
yeah,
Infinity Wars has been a while since they
yeah.
came out, so
I will never
sorry, not
forgive you.
sorry.
How dare you? It's not like it was all over the internet. Uh, it
No.
still is in some regards. Um, that's interesting because I've heard the opposite critique of Tom Holland's Spider-Man. I've heard that like he's the least Spider-Man-esque out of all the Spider-Mans. Uh, but
I,
because he definitely strays away from the typical formula. But like as someone who likes comics, I'm not too disused to that, and I don't dislike it. Like he's just some AU version of Spider-Man. Like even in the latest Spider-Man movie, they point out how different he is from the other Spider-Man. Uh,
yeah, but I just like the whole concept. As far as I understand, the original Spider-Man is a high schooler, and they made him into a high schooler,
yeah,
and he acts like a high schooler, where the other ones, the other guys, Andrew Garfield and Tony Maguire, I think they went to university.
I don't remember. I feel like that's the
Um,
case. They definitely look older. At least Toby.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
I think both of them went to university. They aged him,
yeah,
uh, and they made a lot of different takes on him. Like Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man, is way more
angry.
selfish,
Yeah,
angry, um, and he is just in general more full of himself.
yeah.
Um, where Tobey Maguire is, um, what should I call him? He is he gets full of himself later on. Like
Yeah,
they're going through some of the same arcs, but Toby just a lot slower than Andrew Garfield does. Like Andrew Garfield is also he's like cocky when he's Spider-Man.
yeah.
And he gets
He's quippy,
yeah, and he gets
which Toby
very
really isn't, and I don't think Tom Holland is either. Is he?
no, like
No.
Holland is just super naive and young,
Yeah,
and it shows. Like he's just young, and he is like Harry Potter. He's just thrown into something, and he's doing the best that he can, and he's just really lucky.
I forgot that you had made legs here. It makes so much more sense.
It's
I did not see that because it's so light blue on my screen.
very light blue on my screen as well, but I can still see them at least.
I can barely see them. Like I didn't even notice them until now. Yeah. Uh, I think
So yeah,
uh,
there's
like I don't,
definitely a
I'm unopinionated on the matter, but like just from what I've heard, people don't like or not not that I don't like him, but they said he feels un-Spider-Man-y just because what I think one of the big things was that he has a better upbringing. Like now at the like he's better off, I guess. Like not as poor as the previous Spider-Man. He didn't feel like the typical friendly neighborhood hero. He felt uh, different, I guess.
too young,
Uh,
maybe.
I think he just felt uh, like too grand, I guess, and too he felt a bit more unrelatable. Um, and
I
also
actually
I've heard or actually like a lot of the evidence I've seen seems to point to this that like he's basically um what is he called? Miles.
Miles.
Miles Morales.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I From what I've seen, I like Tom Holland Spider-Man. Uh, and I know absolutely nothing about Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. I really liked the going trend of talking about what's his name? Was his name Electro? Talking about how Electro's origin story was that he fell into a tub of eels. That was really
Yes.
funny to me. It seems like even they seem to riff on that it was goofy.
Yes.
Yeah. I think we're done here.
I think so too. I'm just catching up
Yeah.
things. Yes. The
Yes,
hero duo. They look great.
they look great. That I didn't intend for this. That monster out because we talked so much about Your Hero Academia looks a lot like a Nomu.
It does. It actually does.
I
I
was
have to
like,
agree with
oh,
you.
this looks a lot like the Hulk. Then I put a big teethed beak on it, and I didn't think about it. And now, uh, it looks like a Nomu. Yeah. So this was super fun. Thank you for joining me, Locke.
You're
It
welcome. It was
was
scary and fun at the same time.
Yeah, it was super fun talking to you as well and doing all these superhero drawings. I'll be sure to post
Yes.
them in the Discord. Uh, and then, do you have anywhere people can find you that you want to shout out?
Uh, well, I am not that we are a lot of people at the moment in the chat. I
Yeah.
think they already know me, but I am on
For
Instagram.
YouTube, for the recording.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, I am on Instagram
Yeah.
on the dang grapefruit.
Yeah.
I think I spelled that correctly. um, yeah,
Yeah.
I do art. I do art a lot better than I do here.
Which is saying a lot because you've been doing great art here. Uh,
and
Haha, I got you. I complimented you and now you're stun locked.
yes,
Uh,
how dare you?
Yeah, and you can find me on this stream every Saturday, or I try every Saturday, won't make any promises, at 2 o'clock, what is it, Central European time. Uh, I also have two YouTube channels. One where I upload the streams as they are, just archived, and one where I edit videos whenever I feel like it. I've only done one video so far, and that was in October.
Maybe you should do
Editing video
another.
is hard work and it takes a lot of time.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
definitely.
and then you can find me on a special raptor on basically any social media: Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr. Uh, uh, yeah, and those are my art accounts, and then YouTube and Twitch. Uh, and yeah, that's I think that's pretty much it. Probably not forgetting anything. So again, thank you, Locke. Thank you everyone for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.